Hello users, and welcome to the premiere episode. Hopefully you're watching the premiere of this premiere episode, but if not, hello either way. Of a new series, of which is kind of like a splinter of something I was doing in an old series that I thought was a good idea. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to slightly move this so that it is less in my face. But this is the new series, Halo and Chill. I did a few episodes of the Let Us Play series, which, you know, is a series where I just play random games. And as the Master Chief Collection was coming out, I wanted to play more and more of the game. And it's multiplayer, there's not much to talk about, so I decided I would start talking about random topics. And as they just come to me. So usually like the first 5 minutes of the video will maybe be me pondering what the hell is going on in the world, and then we'll talk about it just extemporaneously while I play Halo. The layout is how it is. I'm not a fan of the game not being full screen, but I feel like one of the, if not the most prominent reason to watch this video is if you want to hear the commentary. And so I decided I would just kind of put myself in at least a semi-prominent position. You know, maybe I'll even just go further and like the screen will just be like, I don't know. What do you think? Like, send me feedback on this. This is like an extended self-rambling podcast essentially while playing Halo. Griffball came out and that's what I'm doing. So, in case you're wondering. But yeah, I mean, again, part of the screen is cut off, but like at the same time, this isn't necessarily about the game. So, I mean, I don't know. I have my webcam as thin as possible. I mean, also I've never played Griffball on Halo 2 before, so Halo 2 Anniversary, but you know. I love the different swords. I also notice that there's no grav hammer. So this is just swords. That's cool, actually. But yeah, Griffball is a classic. I love it. But I mean, I guess I would be... Did they throw it? What? I guess I would be foolish if I wouldn't spend this amount of time talking about the situations going on, just in general. You can, like, throw... That's really cool, actually. So... I just want to give a little bit of a channel update. So I'm recording this the Thursday night. I'm going to upload this Friday afternoon. So I'm recording this Thursday night. So keep that in mind. I have no idea how to play this version of the game. Jesus. But yeah, so I don't know where to start. I really just don't know where to start. Let me just lower the volume a little bit. I really just... Tell me how the volume is. Like, do you want it to be that loud? I don't know. But I really just, again, I don't know where to start. The channel has been kind of in a really awkward spot because a bunch of people on 4chan were under the assumption that I am some mastermind of a few city blocks 3,000 miles away from here. And I've gotten literally thousands, like almost, if not tens of thousands as of this moment. Imagine by the time this video is uploaded, like, you know, 12 hours from now. But it's like, I've had literally at least, I would say honestly, I'm just going to go out there and say it's probably at least 10,000 comments from people that are all boomers. They're all like Trump boomers. It's really strange. It's super fucking weird. Like, I don't know how to react here. There's so many boomers on my channel, and the reason I know this is because my ad revenue has gone through the roof. And normally when my videos go, like, you know, sometimes they get like 10,000, 15,000 views. Normally that doesn't make my ad revenue go through the roof. Like, so like, what could be different between a video going semi-viral, just, you know, normally, versus a bunch of right-wingers specifically thinking I'm some ringleader of some, like, communist thing, and then, like, swarming to my channel. What's the difference? The difference, boomers. That's the difference. The difference is boomers. I think boomers are watching my videos a lot. And the reason I think that is because boomers don't know how to use ad block, and boomers use tablets and cell phones a lot more than they use computers or laptops. These people are not technologically literate. Another thing that makes me think this is a lot of people can't parse between photoshopped screenshots and real tweets, and are claiming a bunch of like the most bizarre kind of fake news I've ever seen, honestly, like in regards to any situation ever. I have never seen the right-wing propaganda machine go this fast and mobilize this quickly. Because like during the George Floyd thing, there was like at least 2 days of like where the right was kind of like didn't know where to go, and then Trump kind of made the battle lines like 2 days after the George Floyd protest started, and that's where the battle lines formed, and then all the right-wingers got their programming. So, you know, because again, they're like NPCs, right? They just get programmed with the Trump talking points. They're on the White House email list, and then they just, you know, all right, well, whatever, you know, I guess, sure. This YouTuber from North Carolina, why not, right? Like, yeah, sure, why not? They're the leader of the Seattle Autonomous Zone, right? So it's like a lot of boomers are just completely, like they've gone barking mad. They've gone legitimately barking mad. And I really just, I'm making a lot of money off of this. You know, and it's really interesting because the last time I made a decent amount of money from having a lot of attention toward me was when I was a live streamer, and I was kind of like a little edgy gamer meme lord. And that was kind of like, you know, I attracted a lot of edgy gamer meme lords, and they kept giving me hundreds upon hundreds of dollars. So it was really hard to stop being a really epic gamer meme lord when I'm getting like $100 donations like once a week. And it's like, that was like a very interesting experience for me, kind of learning how to, you know, have a platform on YouTube and not be a complete fucker about it for money. Because I got that opportunity. I had the opportunity, and it lasted for, you know, 2 years, essentially. Maybe even 2.5, really, depending on how you quantify it. Where I was just playing video games, and I was literally making thousands of dollars a month, like $2,000 to $3,000 a month, playing video games and placating to low IQ gamers. So I'm no stranger to internet, like, kind of weirdness when it comes to monetary stuff. But now, I've kind of turned my YouTube channel into less of an attempt to be famous and more of a diary. That's kind of what this whole thing is, this whole experiment of my YouTube channel. This is just a diary. I just tell you what I think. That's all it is. You know, I don't want to pretend to be someone I'm not, because that was exhausting. I would spend 12 hours a day minimum pretending to be somebody that I wasn't, or at least, like, not talking about specific things. And, you know, like, it was just, like, it was tiresome. It was cumbersome. And I was forming a lot of, you know, opinions. I was learning a lot about history. I started studying, you know. And it's like, it gets to the point where, like, once you have any understanding of how the world works, it's hard to not speak up about things. So I just kind of, like, decided I'm going to take my YouTube channel into this direction. I don't care about money. And, you know, I went from making thousands of dollars on YouTube to nearly being homeless. And that was by choice. And so, I mean, and I don't regret that decision whatsoever. I'm not saying that this is going to be some sort of catalyst moment where I'm going to start making it big time, but it could be. You know, it's interesting, like, I did a calculation a week ago today, my ad revenue a week ago today versus my ad revenue yesterday. I guess eight days ago today. Add one because you're watching this tomorrow, but a week, okay? My ad revenue went up 1,600%. So, you know, I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to say how much money you make, so I'm just giving you percentage values. But, like, my daily earnings went up about 1,600%. So, and again, needless to say, I was not making that much money from YouTube. So this isn't like, but this is like a daily amount. And that's the thing you have to consider here, is this is per day. And so, like, and tomorrow when I upload this video, I might have this information. I'll see how much money I made today. And if it was more than the day before, then, you know, it could be a good sign, you know, financially speaking. It's super interesting because, again, the boomers just flooding en masse don't know how to have ad block on. And I just think it's hilarious, and I think it's great. Today, the day you're watching this, like, you know, when I upload this tomorrow, I'm going to probably be making a lot of above it all videos, and as you'll probably be watching at this point, about the Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone, also known as CHAZ. And the reason is, one, because I'm not going to change my opinion, and I can give you updates in somewhat real time. And also, potentially, each video will get like 10,000 views from boomers on their tablets. So it's like, if I can make, if like the ad revenue from yesterday, I know that I should just, okay, if the ad revenue from Wednesday keeps up, and Thursday is either the same or higher, then that would basically prove my hypothesis. And I may know this tomorrow morning, so it's I may know this Friday morning, so it's possible I have mentioned that in a video in Above It All tomorrow, because, you know, I do the Above It Alls, like, as, you know, as I upload them, and then the gaming videos I kind of record somewhat, you know, I kind of put them in the backlog a little bit. But so tomorrow I may make another reading stupid comments video, and I may mention the ad revenue thing, I'm not sure. But if it maintains, and say it goes from, you know, the 1,600% increase from 9 days ago versus Wednesday, if it goes from that to even, you know, going from the 1 week ago numbers, even if it's like 100 to 200%, that's really good as far as ad revenue goes. So like, even if it's like a spike that stables out anywhere slightly higher than what it was at before, like, I could be talking about, maybe I can get, like, you know, some fun stuff. Maybe I can start upping my diet. That's really what I've been spending a lot of money on lately, is just food. I'm really trying to work on my diet, and it's been going really well. I've lost 25 pounds in the last month and a half, since the beginning of May. So like May 1st, like maybe the last few days of April, I kind of slowed down on eating, and then I was like, you know what, I'm going to do a hardcore diet starting May 1st. And then, so May 1st all the way up until now. Of course, on my birthday, May 31st, I did have a little bit of a cheat day. 2 days, 3 days, honestly. Oof, that was super cool. But, you know, it was only a few days, and I've had a really good results. I'm noticing a lot of increased leg strength and arm strength. I'm noticing, obviously, I'm 25 pounds lighter, so that's a huge goal. I'm noticing that a lot of my health problems, I've got a few health problems related to how my body functions. I'll just leave it there. But I noticed a lot of those have been going away. And it's one thing, I mentioned this before in another video. Of course, if you're watching this video, go watch Let Us Play. I think it was 81, 83, or was it 80, 82, and 84? I think just look up the Halo 2 multiplayer ones if you want similar stuff. But I mentioned in one of those videos some updates on my diet and some things about how I was raised. Basically, I was raised to be addicted to sugar. And so it's really hard to kick a lot of these habits, like being addicted to food like pasta. Pasta is my favorite food. Salsa is one of my favorite foods, but I usually eat it with chips. But I'm looking into alternatives that are really good. I've been dining on these Quest pizzas that are really nice, and they're very high fiber and high protein, and are actually keto. And it's just incredible. Like, I've been eating these keto pizzas, and they're not the healthiest things in the world, obviously, but compared to the shit that I was eating, like 2-3 months ago, goddamn, right? And it's one of those things where, again, I feel better. My mood, like how my brain functions, is at least, like, I have never been happier in my life. And it's I cannot recommend enough trying to focus on your health, as hard as it can be. And maybe I'll make a video series about health. I don't know. But it's like, this is something I've struggled with for a long time. And so, again, that's why I've been spending a lot of my money lately. It's just on healthier food instead of junk food. And it is a little bit more expensive, but my thing is, it's a little more expensive, yeah. But I eat less of it because I'm dieting. So I'm not spending too much more money. And, so it's one of those things where, again, I'm not spending that much money. More like, I'm eating maybe 50% less. Honestly, I'd say I'm eating 100% less. Oh, actually, I mean, like 90% less. I just realized that doesn't make any sense. But I was eating, let's just try to maybe 75. I don't know. I'm bad at doing percentages, especially when I'm high. But I was eating maybe 2,000 to 3,000 calories a day for a while. Over like basically when the coronavirus started and like quarantine started, like, and all that kind of stuff, Bernie dropped out. I just kind of went full depressive mode for like a month and started consuming like maybe 1,500 to 3,000, I'll say. You know, and it was just like, you know, I started gaining a lot of weight. I went from like around 190, which is already pretty overweight as it is, to upwards of 205. And, you know, now I'm 180. So, and it's only taken like a month, and it's just, it makes me feel amazing. And, but anyway, back to the whole CHAZ thing in the YouTube channel and all the comments. If you're watching this video, chances are, obviously it's very likely that you're also a fucking psychopath and you're just watching all my videos because you're obsessed with me, but either way, thank you. Make sure you show your boomer grandparents and parents, or I guess your husband or wife, because if you know, you may be a boomer watching this, so go show them, link them the video, definitely make sure that they open it on their tablets so that I get the ad revenue. Appreciate it. Okay, like, I'm not even joking. But if you're watching this video, like, compared to any of the above it alls, I'm sorry. At this point, if the comments like come in at this rate, I'm just not going to be able to reply to comments anymore. It's just, I'm sorry. Like, it's one of those things where I've always, throughout my streaming, YouTube, and video, and any social media, my internet career, I've always tried to respond to every comment, or at least read every comment. You know, like, obviously, like, you can't respond to something all the time if it's, you know, just a statement or saying, you know, but it's like, I try to interact with every comment in some capacity. I'm getting to the point where if this kind of attention keeps up with it, which it might be, if, you know, of course, because I'm going to make a lot more CHAZ videos tomorrow, and they may get thousands of views like the ones from the last few days have been. So I don't know. There's no way to predict this. There's literally no way, especially when a lot of boomers are circulating that I'm like some ringleader. So there's no way to predict what's going to happen. It could just fizzle out. That's also extremely possible. You know, I've been popular before, and that's faded away, and, you know, I get it. I understand how that goes. But I'm just really curious. I'm really curious how this goes. But if it does keep up, I'm not going to be able to respond or read all the YouTube comments. I know I'm missing a lot. I noticed that there's some good stuff in the filth, but I'm literally getting thousands of comments. Again, almost tens of thousands of comments. It's ridiculous. So if you do want to send me something, you know, this video, I'll read all the comments for this video. Any gaming video, honestly, just if you're watching this far into the video, chances are you're not a boomer because your attention span isn't long enough. But honestly, any video game video, if you have a question for me that's not related to the video content directly, you know, so like if you want to comment on, you know, a video of police brutality, right? You know, you probably should do that on the video about police brutality. But if you want to like talk to me about something specific to me, like about video ideas, things to cover, things to talk about, like if you just want to talk to me, like, you know, ask me questions, whatever, like hit me up. You know what I mean? Like, just hit me up on one of the and I'll try to sift through those. But again, it you know, this is going to get difficult, and so I'm just asking you to bear with me because it's going to be interesting. Things might get a little wacky. I don't know. Nobody knows. We don't know what's happening. The world as we know it is basically falling apart. But yeah, tell me what you think about this little series. I like it. This is fun. Obviously this is Griffball, so it's really low effort as far as paying attention to the game. So I don't really have to look at the game that much. I'm looking at the camera a lot just because, like, there's so much of Griffball that I don't need to look at the screen. But let me know how you feel about this. You know, obviously, I don't think that many people are watching this video for the gameplay. The gameplay is kind of like a secondary thing. So it's like, you know, I don't know if people care about my camera cutting it off. But, you know, I'm a gamer, so I care about that shit. So it's like, I don't know. But I don't think it really affects much of the video if, like, a little bit of the left side of the screen is cut off. Yo, that was sick. If you don't know anything about Halo, all you need to know is that was sick. I killed 2 of those guys. I got an achievement. What did I get? Hold up. In Ricochet, pass once, score once, and kill at least one enemy in the same match. Ricochet? I guess that's whatever the base game type is that Griffball's based on. But yeah, anyway, I don't know how much longer this video is going to be. 30 minutes is around where I like to keep these because I've been uploading videos every 30 minutes. Go watch my central planning videos as well. That's going to be like the new scheduling series. I don't know what I'm going to do on weekends yet. Weekends are very rough. But the weekdays, at this point, the weekday schedule's solid right now. I'm enjoying it. I'm not getting tired of it. Especially if the attention keeps accelerating, then I'm not getting tired of it at all. And so, I mean, I'm down to keep doing Above It All this frequently. You know, I'm down to do videos like this. Slow down maybe some of the more very long form gamer series, but you know, there's so much shit that I want to do. I have so many hobbies, and I want to share my love and adoration of all the things that I enjoy in life. And it's hard to do that, especially when the news day is so just crowded lately. You know, it's just, wow, there's so much. But yeah, I don't know. Thanks for watching. This may be the end of it. After this round is lasting a while, so this round may be the last round. But yeah, thank you for watching. Again, let me know what you feel about this. This is like an extended podcast, but with, you know, I'm playing Halo multiplayer. It's just, you know, it's fun to do, less bored. I have something to do, and then I'm, you know, it's just like I can talk while playing a game. It's not hard, typically. Even I'm really high right now, but again, this is very low effort. It's just Halo multiplayer. So I can talk while doing this. It's pretty fun, and you know, it kind of mends the gamer series and the more webcam me talking kind of stuff, you know. And again, my channel's got kind of two different people kind of are interested in this stuff, and I hope to create bridges so that people more interested in the politics can maybe be interested in some of the game stuff. A lot of the gamer videos I make are me talking kind of like this about the game itself. So I mean, if you like listening to me talk, watch those videos. You know, it's, you know, sometimes I'll zone out and just like play the game, but I mean, you know, if you don't like gaming, that's fine. Like I'm just selling it here. If you don't like it, you don't like it. You know what I mean? I'm just telling you, you know, maybe if I could convince you, maybe you'll watch them. But either way, hopefully you'll watch this. This is going to be a fun little thing. Definitely enjoying this. Yeah, that was sick. Again, you don't need to know anything about Halo to know that that was sick. That was just beautiful. Like, rewind that. But yeah, I mean, the channel's been going great. I've been doing YouTube since I was like 12. So, I mean, this is the best it's ever been. Like, I'm literally living my best life right now, and that's what's just amazing. And it's one of, you know, a year ago I was like suicidal. Like, literally a year ago to this date, I was like, I attempted suicide maybe twice in the summer of last year. And so it's, you know, it's great that I'm alive. And it's not only that, but I'm so satisfied. I'm content. It's just amazing. It's just amazing. I don't know how to describe it, but it's amazing. I really have to say that. It's fucking fantastic. And yeah, so hopefully this was fun to listen to. Again, I don't know when this game's going to end. It's, you know, I'm trying to, you know, but hopefully this was fun to listen to. If you have any ideas or topics you want me to talk about, like if you want to hear me ramble for 25 to 30 minutes about any specific subject, let me know in the comment section. Like if you want to hear my extended thoughts on just certain things, or if you just want to hear me ramble about like nothing specifically, but maybe something I know a little bit about, like some historical event, or, you know, a personal story, or like a specific subject, or, you know, like anything, like you can keep it like, oh, talk about something related to, like, it doesn't have to be very specific. It can be very non-specific. If you have any ideas for the series, I am fully open to all of them. So I'm very receptive as far as YouTubers go. At least I try to be. I will, as long as, like, again, I said I want to read every comment, but it's been hard lately. But as long as I can, I want to be as receptive as I can when it comes to the people that care about me online. So, yeah. This is a really close game. I kind of fucked that person over because they thought they had the ball and they didn't. Bull true. But yeah, you know, again, it's just, things are wild right now. We're in a state of flux, just as a country. Like, my YouTube channel is just a small piece of the puzzle. It's just me personally. And I'm glad that you're experiencing this bizarre moment in human history with me. That is a tremendous privilege that I have to be kind of like a guide in any capacity. You know, whether it be on one of 15 trillion channels you subscribe to for updates and news, or I'm one of your favorites, or, you know, I'm the only channel you watch. I mean, I upload enough that that could be the case. I upload like fucking 4 hours of videos a day at this point. So whatever the, you know, whatever that is, again, it's a tremendous privilege to be here, guiding you through in any way. Like, if I'm teaching you something, if I'm keeping you up to date on anything, it is my honor. And if you have any input that you would like to provide for this experience, because this is an interactive experience, I'm an interactive person. This is not like you watching a movie. This is you participating in human history with, you know, me, people around me, and, you know, all that. Like, you can, you know, I'm very perceptive, at least I try to be. And so if there's anything whatsoever you've got, idea-wise, topic-wise, whatever, do not hesitate. Like, it's impossible for me to promise you that I'll do everything, but I'll do as much as I possibly can, and that I can guarantee you. So, again, thank you for watching this video. The game is finally over. If you like this format, like video-wise, layout-wise, you know, just let me know. This is super new for me. I've always pretty much been a gamer personality and gaming first. And now I'm starting to tilt it more to me first. And so I don't know where I stand. So if the webcam is too thin, you know, if you want me to move around a little bit, if you want more of my background, I can crop it back in. But it does cut more of the game feed out. So again, let me know what you think. Like, there's a lot of details here. You know, I figure just put it on my face and put as much game on as possible on there. And, you know, I'm not going to move that much, you know. So it's like, I figure that's fine. But if, you know, if you have any sort of suggestions, just let me know. And so, yeah, thank you for watching. You have a great rest of your day. And just enjoy life. It's here for you to enjoy. And it's better to enjoy life than to not enjoy life. And this is coming from someone who's tried to kill myself at least a dozen times. But, you know, maybe we'll talk about that later. Either way, I'll see ya. Go watch some of these videos too. They're probably pretty good.